My parents
from
from
France,
ethnically
Korean.
Mixed race. My mom is French and my dad is from the French Caribbean.
Raised in the West Indies.
He's from an island called Guadeloupe.
People have asked me why I call the magazine complex. It's complex because our readers just can't be categorised. They are women who've lived in various parts of the world. They've had their own unique experiences and each of them have an individual story to tell.
It's something that came about when I started going to school, for example, when I started being exposed to other families and other people, other children. But I don't recall their physical difference being a problem to me, something that I struggled with as a child.
The reaction, well, my mum thinks I'm a freak and relatives, they think it's weird. Some of my friends think it's cool, some they think it's a little bit too much, but I don't really care what they think.
As a child, I was never concealed that I was adopted, obviously because I would have found out by myself, but I don't recall as a small child asking them about the reason why I was physically different from them.
Well, I've always been interested in art and I just like to look different all the time and I just wanted to see how... I've always been interested in tattoos, so I just wanted to look a bit different from... I don't like looking like everyone else.
When I started modelling, I was told to lose weight.
I was becoming very self-conscious of myself anyways, as a teenager, and St. Lucia was so different, everything was so different, the climate, the people, the culture, and then having to enter a new secondary school, and so it was a lot harder for me to integrate St. Lucia rather than, let's say, France.
Well, in the media they like to show really slim women, don't they? Really slim and really perfect.
I had short hair and then I went shorter and shorter and then I just wanted to shave it off. And then the tattoos, I've always had I had about 3 to start off with, and then when I got to work at Camden, then I started to get more. I would say if there was to judge my image, I would say that they need to be more open-minded. Not everyone looks the same. Some people like to be a bit different or tend to stand out.
I've always been curvy. When I was a teenager I was curvier. I mean I was a good size 12. Then I lost a bit of weight and now I've got all my curves back.
It annoys me at times because it's just a typical stereotype. If a lady's got a bald head, you ultimately think that she's gay.
I had my son in 2007 and I think it's a bit to my shape of my body. When you have my son I went back to being slim. But for modelling you have to be really slim, really skinny, so it added on hips, kind of, but your measurements went up by an inch.
You have all the models in the magazine that are really slim and all the celebrities as well, and it just makes you feel like they're the normality and we are just too big.
After birth of my son, my body changed within 3 months. I went back to its normal shape. About.
So obviously when you look at yourself afterwards you might feel that you're not so perfect, but at the end of the day I always try to be more objective and just stay positive really.
How did you feel when your agency let you go because of your weight?
At first I felt defeated because I was thinking we didn't even have time to change, but I came back with a vengeance.
I just think I'm getting a really good response because there are more and more opportunities, I think, for plus-size models than 5 years ago. I think that the industry is changing and is noticing that, you know, women like to see other models that might look like them that they can identify to. And yeah, I think there are more jobs available and people are definitely buying, you know, catalogues and, you know, magazines with girls that are more of a plus size.
And when I had my son, I was meant to start modelling, so it's affected my career by a few months. I was in 2007, I was meant to launch as a model, but having him, I think it made you stronger in your career, so when someone gives you that knockback, so at first it was hard, but you got to toughen up your skin. I have a son, then you have to be tough for him as well as tough for yourself.
I feel very confident when I haven't got no hair. Especially my tattoos make me feel more confident as well.
Why is that?
I don't know, it just makes me feel powerful. Maybe because when you think of tattoos, you think of pain. And I've got so much tattoos and I can actually sleep through getting tattoos now. So I feel that it makes me a bit slightly stronger.
What would you say to other curvier women to encourage them to feel good about their body?
I would definitely tell them to accept their body the way it is, because it's just lovely to be curvy.
Don't starve yourself, go to the gym, find like a sport or activity that you like. For instance, I like boxing, so I go boxing. Like, don't take it to heart, like, don't go into like a mad craze about starving, because that's not the way forward.
And what's the most common reaction you get from other women?
Other women, they normally either hating on me or I do get compliments.
What kind of things do they say?
They say, oh, I like your hair, I like your style, your swag is so nice. Or some of them will say that I just look weird.
Well, usually women just come and just tell me that I've got nice hair and it's just so different and just want to touch it. I mean, it's obvious, it's just there, isn't it? That's the first thing you notice with me, I guess, it's my curly hair.
The most common reaction I get from men is, are you gay?
For men, I definitely think that men like curvier women. They're just, you know, if I'm wearing something that's quite tight, I think I would attract definitely men's attention.
Some of them will say my style, they like my style, and then some of them would think that I'm weird.
Why is that?
Because I've got a shaved head and I've got loads of bodywork, and they find that's a bit different because I haven't got weave in my hair.
I think I love everything about being female, about being a woman, because there's no choice really. You might as well love it, and being able to explore all of its complexities, and being able to as well balance out the times when you do need to be a bit more virile and aggressive, something that's more masculine.
I love being a woman because you get to dress up, go shopping, do your hair, makeup, try on clothes, shop for hours and spend loads of money. And then buy shoes, I have 100 pair of shoes at home.
There are so many things that we can do to make us look pretty. We've got makeup and nice clothes and anything that can show our femininity.
What I love about being a female is that you get to dress up, get to do all the beauty stuff and just look nice.
Just being a woman is just great.
I think I'm a complex woman because I'm diverse and I'm unique in my personality and my looks.
I'm complex because I'm a woman and have a very mixed heritage and different culture, and obviously I've travelled, and all the experience that I've had in my life just made me who I am now. That's what makes me unique, and that's why I like myself.
I'm complex because I'm a trendsetter and I love fashion.
What makes me complex? Well, the broadest answer would be being a woman. My background, my interests, and how I've come to be who I am now. There's so many ways to approach it. I'm never just one thing. We are never just one thing. We are never. We might have influences, whether it's through our upbringing, whether it's where we live, what we've been exposed to, where we've gone to school, but they never determine who you are, and we should never take it for granted. And simply accept that because we have such a background, we are destined to follow a certain lifestyle or achieve certain things in life just because we're expected to. I think that's something that indirectly both my parents wanted me to learn from a very early age. Through fortunate and unfortunate circumstances, I think I learned very quickly that nothing is simple, everything is very complex, and that is a good thing.
But most importantly, they come in various shades, shapes and sizes. And that's what Complex magazine aims to represent.